in the Wiregrass portion of the state of Alabama Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Arkansas State Red Wolves and the Troy Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Trojans ready to kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Arkansas State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And there is a favored target, Hunter Summers. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number 1 for the squad.
3rd and long coming up. Back to throw, it's Owens. Sends it downfield. Got it down the field. And he was on his way. It all the way to the 38. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Lets it fly. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Oh, and he missed it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Trojans' offense will now get its first chance with the football. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dortch. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Off play action on first down. Finds his tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the top. All the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Out wide left, it's Boyd. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The play fake. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Wolves! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. He'll return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Holly, what do you have?
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with the big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Owens. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Summers. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Caught on the RPO. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Left side is Spencer. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year one and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The throw. And he gets it away.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. No room to bring it back. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Red Wolves sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. Let's think for a second about Arkansas State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers.
A lot of room to the right. Powers through. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. End off from the shotgun. Driven back.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Good, strong tackle. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for running room. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Cradles it at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. As we check in with Holly.
Checking in from the Arkansas State sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for open space. It's Coleman. Across the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
That's the one thing this offensive coordinator always stresses is having balance in the offense. First play you throw it, get a nice one. Second play you run it and get another nice one. And this defense is totally on their heels. They literally just got on the field. We're approaching the third play of the drive, and already this defense finds themselves in their own red zone.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Trying to get the corner. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got it.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Hands it off. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Motion from the back. Drops back on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Dortch. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They
snags it, and there's running room. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Rush is on. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Red Wolves will hustle to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Back to throw, it's Owens. Out wide left, it's Smith.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 9 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's Kennesaw State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the Red Wolves will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Arkansas State's head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets...
He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. Running free. Touchdown, Troy. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job is setting it up by the play caller. You're right. Those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the run, it's Spencer. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Got it in the middle, it's Bush. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. The Red Wolves can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man, it's Owens. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now staring at a third and short from the 40. Selling the fake. Look out! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Red Wolves have this offense rolling. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Red Wolves will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Dropping back, it's Owens. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Takes a hit as he fires. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boyd. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period than pressure the quarterback that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Got him right there.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
A strike downfield. Lots of running room. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more. An 86-yard touchdown pass. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Moving the pocket, it's James. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Wants to throw it. On the move, he fires. Lucky to get it off.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On the ground, it's Coleman. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And it's incomplete on third down. And the Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Offense in a split backfield. Looking for a man. It's James. Turns it loose deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. He'll set up to throw. They're all over him. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Drives inside. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Owens. He's going for the big play. He's got it at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Under pressure. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Summers. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
On the return, it's Jackson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Brought down.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Finds his man on the RPO. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's James. And he almost had a pick.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The kick is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the Red Wolves lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Making the adjustment on the play. Scanning the field, it's Owens. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Got him downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coleman. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.